Once upon a time, in a faraway school, a young flower named Florence lived in a classroom with no sunlight. Although his soil had all the nutrients he needs to grow, he was in dire need of sunlight. The lack of sunlight caused the flower to weep. Then, the flower heard a crash.
I hear a cry for help.
What? Why, dear flower, are you in despair?
I have no sunlight to help me grow.
Gee golly, we're here to help.
No need to fear. We are the photosynthesis heroes.
Let's zoom into the chloroplast.
In the chloroplast, the thylakoid membranes are the sites of the light reactions, whereas the Calvin cycle occurs in the stroma. The light reactions use solar energy to make ATP and NADPH, which supply chemical energy and reducing power to the Calvin cycle. The Calvin cycle incorporates carbon dioxide into inorganic molecules which are converted to sugar. Here we have the photosystem. The photosystem harvests light. The yellow arrow entering is photon. When a photon strikes the green pigment molecule in a light harvesting complex, the energy is passed from molecule to molecule until it reaches the reaction center complex in the middle. When you look in the middle, there is a pair of green chlorophyll A molecules. An excited electron from the special pair of chlorophyll A molecules is transferred to the primary electron acceptor. In phase 1, the Calvin cycle incorporates each carbon dioxide molecule, one at a time, by attaching it to a 5-carbon sugar named ribulose biphosphate. The enzyme that catalyzes this first step is RUBP carboxylase, or Rubisco. The product of the reaction is a 6-carbon intermediate so unstable that it immediately splits in half, forming 2 molecules of 3-phosphoglycerate. In phase 2, each molecule of 3-phosphoglycerate receives an additional phosphate group from ATP, becoming 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate. Next, a pair of electrons donated from NADPH reduces 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate, which also loses a phosphate group, becoming G3P. G3P is a sugar, the same 3-carbon sugar formed in glycolysis by the splitting of glucose. For every 3 molecules of carbon dioxide that enter the cycle, there are 6 molecules of G3P formed, but only 1 molecule of this 3-carbon sugar can be counted as a net gain of carbohydrate. The cycle began with 15 carbons worth of carbohydrate in the form of 3 molecules of the 5-carbon sugar RUBP. Now there are 18 carbons worth of carbohydrate in the form of 6 molecules of G3P. 1 molecule exits the cycle to be used by the plant cell, but the other 5 molecules must be recycled to regenerate the 3 molecules of RUBP. In phase 3, the carbon skeletons of 5 molecules of G3P are rearranged by the last steps of the Calvin cycle into 3 molecules of RUBP. To accomplish this cycle spends 3 more molecules of ATP. The RUBP is now prepared to receive carbon dioxide again, and the cycle continues.
Wow, I feel all better.
No need for thanks. That's just what us superheroes do.
Wait, what is that I hear? Another cry for help? Vámonos, amigo!